Hey guys, it's Sheila from One Pretty Little Box. How are ya? I feel like I have not done a video for you guys in a while. I know that you saw my grocery haul yesterday, like you normally do on Mondays, but I filmed that on Saturday, so it's kind of like, yeah. So I kind of want to I'm going to share a life experience with you. Yeah. Why? Because I think that if it's been brought to my attention, maybe perhaps it will help somebody else, and you guys are going to have to just excuse my playing with my hair for a second. When I'm looking in the camera, it's almost like looking in a mirror, but not quite as fun because it's actually recording. So, aren't you glad you're not a mirror? Because some of the things I do in front of the mirror is crazy. Just kidding. Anyway. Today is Tuesday. It is February the 23rd. Oh my goodness, this week is already flying by, guys. Yesterday went by really fast, and I told you, I don't know. I don't know if I said it on a video or if I was just sharing with friends last week because it was a short week. I've gotten now, I used to love short weeks, you know, where you get a Monday off or a Friday off and you only have to work 4 days. I don't like them so much because it seems like the extra of that day that you don't have at work gets crammed into the other days. You know what I mean? So you still have the same workload, just shorter days to do it. And I'd rather spread it out a little bit. Last week too, you know, my husband was on nights and I had all these great plans in my mind, and I'm really kind of going into what I wanted to share with you guys, so what? No wind, pay attention. Try now. Just kidding. You'll have to excuse me. I've been a little spunky all day. I haven't been so much so the last few days. And I couldn't figure out why. I thought, okay, well, it's almost time for my cycle, so maybe that's it. You know, maybe I'm just getting the humdrums right before. But that's not it. That wasn't it at all. You know what it was? You know, the husband was on night, so we were on different schedules. It just threw me off, threw me for a loop. If we were regularly a family that my husband worked shift work, and we got into a good rhythm, both when he worked nights and when he worked days, it would be different. My husband generally works days. Yes, there are some weeks he works Monday through Sunday. There are some weeks he works Monday through Saturday. And there are those weeks he works Monday through Friday. And believe it or not, he is blessed to work Monday through Thursday quite a bit. Those days I can handle. You know what I mean? If I get an extra full day at home and he's at work and I don't have to worry about doing the things I need to do and want to do and yet make sure that I'm available for him, it's a bonus. So I thought the same thing was going to happen with him working nights, right? And that it wasn't going to bother me, that I would sleep just fine until last night. You know, Sunday night he worked nights, and then yesterday was Monday, and he had a kind of a transfer day. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know what it's normally called in that kind of line of work, but he was off, and then he returned back to work today. So last night he was home. And I think when I went to bed, I held on to him as tight as I possibly could for as long as I possibly could. I'm pretty sure I fell asleep. Probably choking him because I was holding on to him very tightly. And I slept the best that I've slept probably in a week. And it sounds so silly, right? Because we've been married for 20 years, almost 21. We've been together for 23. You would think that I would be able to function the same no matter what our schedule said, right? That's not the case. People, could figure out what that does on my tripod. That wasn't the case with me. I actually missed him a ton. I missed him being home at night and knowing that everybody was under the roof together. And as much as I am already a light sleeper, I hear noises You know, if someone gets up to go to the bathroom, one of the kids, I know that they've gotten up. I generally play it off and go right back to sleep, and it doesn't bother me. It's not like it's a, oh great, now I'm awake. I'm able to fall back to sleep. But through the last few nights when he was working, I really would wake up about 11. After about a good 3 solid hours of sleep, I'd wake up. And then it took me forever to go back to bed. And I didn't realize how much it wore on me. Thankfully, you know, 2 of those nights didn't matter quite as much because it was a weekend and I was tired, but I was tired. You guys remember that grocery haul you watched yesterday, I told you it was Saturday and I couldn't think. I think mentally I was just done because I was sleep deprived without realizing that I was. So, who knew? Who knew that adults function and thrive the best with a full schedule, a time schedule, just as much, if not more, than children. I'm very much a schedule person. Yes, I'm a teacher and a lot of time off in the summertime. Unless I'm really busy on those days, and if I don't have a lot of free days, I'm pretty good. If I have a lot of free time, I'm not so good because my schedule is just all over the place and I do better with the set schedule. That's one reason why I love working outside of my home, is because I am on a set schedule. I am working towards eventually one day being on my own schedule at home and learning how to adapt. And these circumstances that come up are good lessons for me to realize that, 1, I'm apparently not ready, and 2, I need to learn how to be ready if that's what I want. How do you go about that? You know, I work outside the home. When I'm home on the weekends, I can make a to-do list and get things done, but I don't have a set schedule and a set time and such to do it. I just do it as I want to. And I guess working from home, that is how things go. And probably something similar, you know, when you're working for yourself, writing, what have you. Something to look into. Something I need to work on with me, inside myself, that I didn't realize it was a big deal until I'm thrown out of my normal schedule and I'm caught off guard. My joy was gone. My playfulness disappeared, which was crazy because you guys know I like to have a good time. Many of you tell me that you love watching the videos because you think I'm so funny, and I'm gonna tell you, I crack myself up all the time. I don't necessarily know if I make other people laugh as much as I make myself laugh, but I wasn't even doing that over the last few days. I spent a lot of time wondering what was wrong with me when really nothing was wrong with me. I just needed to admit that I needed to be on a schedule. Maybe if I would have realized it as I was going through it, I could have fixed it. I could have changed something that I was doing and made it work. And now that I know that that is an issue with me, it's time to get busy and it's time to work on that. So don't ever be afraid to say, hey, oh my gosh, I totally failed. I failed it. And I did. As a wife and a mother, I totally failed this past week. I can't tell you. Well, yes, I can. Hold on. You ready? We ate takeout 1, 2, 3, at least 3 or 4 nights out of 6. That's not okay. That's not how our home works. I cook every meal, you know? I cook dinner. We have dinner together. Yeah, there's nothing wrong when you go out to eat and enjoy a meal that someone else prepared. Trust me, I kind of liked it. But you can't live off that kind of stuff all the time. You have to cook. You have to have a good dinner, good nourishment for your body. You can't live off Chick-fil-A and KFC and Pizza Hut. I wouldn't say Subway, but I think we did that the weekend before. Okay, so we had takeout 3 nights. 3 nights out of 7. Wow. I understand 1 night a week at the most, you know. I take the kids for their checkups, and she's asking, okay, how many days a week or how many meals a week do you have out? And I look at her and I tell her, none. We might eat out once, twice a month at the most. So to eat out 3 times in 1 week, that is crazy. Crazy. Maybe that's why I didn't sleep so well too. Who knows? Anyway, don't be afraid and ashamed to change some of the things that are not working for you, and to admit that you may struggle in an area that someone else is so good at. Find you a mentor. Find you somebody who's good at what you want to be good at. See what they're doing. Don't mimic it. You know, don't do the same thing that they're doing, but maybe take note and say, how can I apply that in a way that works for me and my family? Because that's how we grow as people. You know, I truly believe in the old saying that it takes a village to raise a child, because it indeed does. Well, as an adult, I need my village. I need those people to teach me some things. I need the people who are so successful at not necessarily being spontaneous. I don't want that. I need someone to teach me how to be better, maybe at time management when it's not managed already for me. That's where I'm lacking. That's where I need to grow. And that is where I'm going to challenge myself this week. And that's that. So, never be ashamed to say, hey, I need to grow in an area. Because when you stop growing, you might as well die. It's kind of like a weed outside. Well, it's going to grow. It's going to grow. A dandelion will grow. But eventually it's going to die. The wind will come around and blow its little fluffy parts away, and what's left? A stem. And eventually it dies. Or gets mowed over. I don't want to get mowed over. I don't want you to get mowed over. And I surely don't want to die right now, because I am, and I don't mean like 6 feet under die. I mean in my growth. You know, I've come so far in just 2 years. So, I'm excited. I'm excited to continue to allow that growth. But I encourage you along the way to do the same. Find an area that you need to grow in and do it. Challenge yourself. We're coming up on a new month. Maybe that can be your month, your February, your your March goal. Maybe for March you can decide, okay, I need to grow in this area. Maybe it's your budget. Maybe it's learning how to keep your home maintained and cleaned. I'm getting the eye from the kitty cat. Excuse me. Allergies are crazy. We're in the process of having a front come through. And here in Texas, our temps have been 60s, 70s. Sorry. I think tonight our temperature is supposed to drop back in the 40s. And our high tomorrow will be like 60, 62, which will be a little chillier than it has been, because we've been up in the 70s, close to 80. So sorry, but that north wind just blows some pollen and stuff everywhere. And it has made me sneeze and cough this afternoon like crazy. Anyway, I am not crying, I promise. I was thankful that I made me a lemonade before I started this video. Whew, that helps a ton. Anyway, as I was saying, maybe that you can find something to be your March goal. And I think I'm going to do a video for my March goals, because I want to start making them, letting you guys hold me accountable. So I need to sit down and write that down, and I think I will do that in the next hour or so. Until I talk to you guys again, thanks for stopping by. I hope this video was encouraging and inspiring for you. And if it wasn't, stop by tomorrow, because remember, you never know what you're going to get. See ya. Bye.